User-generated content, commonly referred to as UGC, is content created by real people used to promote products, brands and services online through social media. It's a career path that's on the rise, but there's one development threatening to turn this booming billion-dollar industry on its head. AI. With the advancements of deepfake technology, UGC creators are finding themselves in direct competition with fake creators generated by AI. I want to explore how these artificial creators are being used, how they're made, and meet the people selling their image and likeness to AI.
Like, that's a binding contract forever.
That's final. I won't be able to do anything about that.
As someone who uses social media quite a lot, I feel like I have interacted quite a bit with UGC content, maybe without even realising it. I definitely remember seeing an ad with a girl doing like foundation, like doing her makeup with this foundation. It looked amazing, and I definitely ended up buying it.
User-generated content is on the rise, with more and more brands turning to UGC creators to bring an authentic edge to their marketing by using real people. To get to grips with the profession, I want to find out what a typical day looks like for a UGC creator. I've arranged to meet Savannah. At just 29, Savannah has made her mark as one of the UK's top UGC creators and was one of the very first to emerge in the UK.
So, what is UGC?
To kind of summarise, a lot of people won't really understand it, but if I say like an influencer, but instead of me having a following and having to have my own sort of social media platform, brands will pay me to create a piece of content with their product, or it could be their service, and then they will use that content as paid media. So they'll run it as ads. You can also do organic, so they'll just put it on their social feed, and it's ultimately like a piece of content that's more relatable, it's very authentic, and just looks like your everyday person raving about this product and why you should buy it.
So, are there any brands that you wouldn't work with? Do you ever draw the line anywhere and say no to certain products?
Yeah, so for me, if the brand doesn't align with my values, then I don't want my face associated with it. So, for example, off the top of my head, like a weight loss tablet, I don't believe in it, I wouldn't use it. So I don't want to have my face promoting a product. And it's not even just because I wouldn't use it, it's stuff that I wouldn't want my friends to use, I wouldn't want my family to use, so I'm not gonna take that deal, even if the money's there.
So how much money could you expect to earn typically from creating UGC content?
So without going into too much details, I went full-time within 2 months, replaced my full-time income within 2 months. I actually earn more than I've ever earned before. I live comfortably, not excessively, and for the sort of hours that I put in, so it varies. Like the other night I was working till 9 p.m. because I had to get this video submitted, so it can change, but I prefer more of a wellness approach.
So talk me through the process of actually creating a bit of UGC content. Is it quite time consuming? Like, what sort of steps would you generally take?
Like a typical project could take me anywhere from 1 to 3-4 hours, because there is like, unlike what some brands might think, there is actually quite a process to it, especially if you want to create a piece of content that converts and gets the brand money. Then you do need to kind of put the work in from the get-go. It's not just a 15-second video, which some people seem to think it is, and some people think it's dead easy and you just get your camera out and you just do an impromptu video. It's not. It's typically scripted, or it's well thought out. I will spend probably more time scripting and writing the concept of my video, which is based on research of what performs well within that sort of industry. So say for a coffee mug, for example. I will then also put like previous experience in of what I know has worked well for previous clients and adapt it to that. So when it actually comes to creating the piece of content, I could spend more time scripting than the actual filming process. So like I said, anywhere from 1 to 2-3 hours could just be creating the concept and script alone. I will then send that to the brand to get their approval so that they can make any amendments, and just to make sure we're both on the same page, because I don't want to start filming and they aren't on the same page as me. And then once that gets approved, I've got the go ahead to start filming. Filming, I've managed to get done really quite quickly because I know what sort of shots work really well. I have like a sort of style of talking to camera where it's engaging yet natural and chatty, so that when you watch the video, you almost feel like I'm FaceTiming you.
So what do you think the future looks like for UGC?
I think, so like within the last 3 years, it's massively grown as it is. There will always be a space for UGC because of how much value it brings to brands. And it could be organic content, it could be paid media. I always think with what value we bring and the sort of content that we can create and the relatability, the authentic factor, I always think there'll be a space for that. It might just be with AI making it probably or possibly a bit more difficult to find those deals. I think certain brands with maybe a lower price point or less budget, or are less willing to put the budget into it basically, I think they might then utilize AI because they think it's a great option. You get bunches of variations for less money than what a human would create that same content for. So I do think certain brands will go and utilize AI rather than a human UGC creator.
The rise of AI is becoming a growing concern for many UGC creators like Savannah. To truly understand the content making process and how possible it is for AI to replicate, I want to witness firsthand what goes into making a piece of UGC content. Savannah has kindly agreed to let me shadow her as she finishes filming a product review.
Then I'm going to get the product as well. So like with the hook, it's like the most important part of the video.
Sorry, what do you mean by hook?
So the hook is like the first 3 seconds, it's literally the most important part of the video, some say. Because if it looks too much of an ad, people are cutting it on and they're just swiping straight away. Whereas if it looks natural, it looks engaging, it captures your attention, it's more likely to keep you in that video so that I've got chance to even introduce the product. And then to kind of make it look impromptu, so I'm not going to stand here stood static. I will make it look as if I've literally just got my camera out.
So like you put your hand, so you literally look like...
Yeah, so it could be like a flick in, sort of like that. So there's like a little bit of movement. So it's like, let me just check my script for this one. So it could be like, let me tell you about the most underrated gadget for anyone that loves a hot drink, then this is going to be your best friend. Wow. Or it could be like a slight wobble. So it literally looks like I've just got my phone out.
That's genius.
Yeah. And
so it looks like you've answered the phone to someone.
Essentially, yeah.
Really
so it's like
real.
This would be like, if I was FaceTiming you, this would be the distance. So
yeah,
it's not too in someone's personal space, but it's not too far out.
Chatting with Savannah, it's clear she knows exactly what she's doing when it comes to UGC content. Her main priority is making sure her videos are engaging enough to stop people from scrolling and, ideally, turn them into customers for the brand.
Oh, hang on, sorry.
And with the sheer number of videos she creates each week, it wasn't long before the doorbell rang with her next product.
Hiya, thank you. Cheers, have a nice day.
Do all the postmen know you by now?
No, they actually do. Jokes aside, they actually do. And that is actually a heavy one.
What's that?
I don't remember. That's the other thing, like you don't actually remember what you're getting.
Let's put that down.
If I'm never in, they'll always hide it as well for me, even if it's like signature, which is good.
Oh, that's good. You've got the pasties on the side.
Yeah, but I told them, I was like, this is my job.
Right.
I'm not just like a splurger.
Yeah, they don't think you've got a problem.
Yeah, literally, I was like, I've not got a problem. Like, I just get sent a lot of products for work.
Wow. I found my chat with Savannah so eye-opening. I had no idea how much work goes into all this. I didn't realise that she was going to be scripting it all from the beginning, doing the concept, doing all the filming. And then also what I loved was the fact that she said she would turn stuff down if it didn't align with her values. I think that's really commendable, because I think a lot of people would probably just take the money, but good for her.
Having seen Savannah create some UGC content in real time, I want to explore what free AI options are available online to see how they compare.
AI fashion models, AI UGC generator, generate UGC style ads.
I'm on a free-to-use AI website that offers a catalogue of ultra-realistic AI models that can perform any script you feed into the site.
Oh, there's loads to choose from.
I'm going to be using the script Savannah used earlier to see just how much the AI content compares to the real thing.
So many options for Leah. We've got Leah in her car, Leah on a balcony, Leah inside sitting, outside walking. She does it all. Let's just go for Leah inside. Okay, let me copy and paste the script that Savannah used, and let's see how the AI does it. Okay, it's done.
Let me tell you about the most underrated gadget for anyone that works from home or even in a busy office. It's called the hot drink warming plate, and honestly, I don't know how I managed without it. It's a game changer. Set your drink on top.
There's no way that's not a real person.
Enjoy a hot drink without worrying it'll go cold. No more cold coffee, no more interruptions.
I hate it. That's scary. That I genuinely would have thought that was just a real girl just sat in her bedroom. I think that actually would have worked really well as a UGC video. If they just put in a few clips of the actual product, that would have been a perfect video. I can't believe that's not a real person. That's scary. That's scary.
After having a play around on the site, I was both amazed and unnerved by how a free website could generate such eerily realistic AI creators. Interested to learn more, I searched the web to try and understand how these AI creators are made and what the secret is to making them so realistic.
Okay, oh, there's like an FAQ. Are the actors real or AI actors? They are AI actors, you don't need to wait for them to get back to you. However, they are based on the image of real actors, so you need to be careful with what you make them say. That's interesting. Do AI actors grant permissions? Yes, all AI versions of our actors are developed with full consent and cooperation. They're fully informed and compensated for their work. We make sure everyone's on board before using their likeness in any AI creations. Well, you'd hope so. What else?
Would you sell your likeness?
No way. I would never do this. I'm sure they give you an idea of what they're going to use it for, but you don't know what it's going to be used for. Once it's out there, and you can't control, you can't take it back. And my immediate thought would just be like, what are they going to use it for? Is it going to be something sexual? That's the first thing my mind goes to. And no way, I would not be comfortable with it.
Signing away the rights to my face isn't something I would ever consider, which raises the question, who are the people doing this? And more importantly, what does it really mean to give up control of your own face? To learn more about the business of AI creators, I've arranged to meet with a girl called Lucy. Lucy sold her face to an AI company at just 23 years old. For the purposes of filming, Lucy has asked for us to keep her identity hidden due to legal restrictions with her AI contract, but has agreed to speak to me openly about why she decided to sell her likeness to AI.
So walk me through your decision to sell your likeness to AI. Like what was it that made you want to do something like that?
So I received a DM on Instagram from a company saying they wanted to create some AI images to use for user-generated content, so I would be an AI model. At first, I was a bit skeptical about it, just seeing this message on Instagram, it could be anyone. But then I looked a little bit into the company, I saw that it was legit, and they wanted to offer me a fee.
how much did you sell your face for?
I mean, how much would you guess?
20,000?
I mean, a little bit lower than that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How, a lot lower?
A lot lower, yeah. Yeah, so I'll just tell you.
Just tell me.
I'll just tell you. So I sold my image for 1,500.
That is a lot less than I was expecting, not gonna lie. That's pretty crazy. I really thought it'd be a lot more. What do your family think of all this?
I think they are worried for me, and they wish I wasn't so naive at the time, because when I did go into this, they sent me over a contract, and in the contract there was like, it was very wordy how it was written, so parts of it I didn't really understand, but I kind of just went ahead, signed it, and I wish that I'd maybe sent the contract over to my dad or someone to actually have a look over, because then he would be able to advise me a bit better. So yeah, I kind of do wish I got my family a bit more involved in it before making that decision. Hello, my name is Lucy, and this is my submission to help train my AI model.
This video is one of the submissions sent to the AI company, which was used to train Lucy's AI model. Lucy had to submit many of these videos, each filmed in a different environment, for the AI company to offer out to their customers.
So that was last September that you did all of this. And since then, do you know how much it's been used? Do they give you any kind of updates, or is it literally like, it's done and I don't know and that's it, it's out in the ether now, you've done your part?
You know what, I haven't actually seen any of the content anywhere online. I would like to see it, I would like to see how it's being used, but it hasn't popped up on Instagram or on TikTok. I haven't seen any of it, so I'm not sure how it's been used or whether it's even been used yet.
Imagine you're scrolling through Instagram or TikTok and you see an ad pop up and it's your face on it, and it's maybe a brand that you personally wouldn't work with. How would that make you feel?
Yeah, I mean, it would frustrate, it would like annoy me, I guess, to see that. I think I would feel like upset, and I don't know, I mean, I guess I wouldn't know because they own the image, there's nothing I can do about it.
And so do you think that was a good decision financially? Because obviously getting £1,500 instantly, that's pretty good, but do you not think that maybe in the long run you could have made more than that, just making the content yourself?
Since getting into TikTok and doing like makeup videos and things like that, now I'm speaking to other content creators and seeing how much they make. I'm like, oh my God, I could have been doing all of this. I was just excited with the fact that someone actually wanted to give me money, because a lot of the time you never get messages like that unless you're maybe a certain level of, I don't know, influencer content creator. So I was just happy that someone had messaged me and offered me money.
And do you think that's sort of hindered you now in terms of making your own content on TikTok, Instagram, etc.?
I mean, I've really been enjoying like doing my TikToks, doing all my makeup videos, get ready with me's, but I know if it ever leads to a brand deal, I won't be able to take it on. I won't be able to, and that's huge for me. So yeah, I don't really know what the future holds with that, but I won't be able to accept any sort of brand deals or sponsorships. What,
just for life now? Like that's a binding contract forever?
That's final, so I won't be able to do anything about that. So it will kind of affect, I guess, my career and what I want to do in my career. Obviously, I can still do all my makeup artist work and things like that. It's just if I want to work with brands, I won't be able to do that.
I found that chat with Lucy quite sad, to be honest. My heart just breaks for her. I think she made this one decision, and now the fact that that's going to impact her for the rest of her life and stop her making so much more money than that fee she was paid. Yeah, my heart goes out to her, I think. Poor girl. I'm also quite shocked by the fee. I really thought it would be a lot more money than that, considering it's something that's going to impact her for the rest of her life. £1,500? It just doesn't seem worth it.
The world of AI is evolving at an unprecedented pace, so fast that its future remains wildly uncertain. The rise of AI creators is not only reshaping the UGC industry, but it's already displacing jobs across various industries around the world, with estimates predicting up to 8 million jobs could be lost in the UK alone by 2030. Ultimately, we have to ask ourselves, by embracing AI, are we really helping to build the future, or simply selling ourselves out of it?